I just ask for interpretation of messages through the cards. That was the Knight of Wands that showed its face. By way of clairvoyancy, clairaudiency, and whatever else wants to come through for interpretation, please allow me to be able to grace what it is that you're putting down, Spirit, and thank you. All right, you guys, so I know that there is like a great censorship happening on social media platforms because they don't want the truth out. So I would ask that, if there is a favorite reader of yours that is on this platform, that you go and try to find their other means of what they put out there, that you'll be able to follow them, because it's going to become a time to where you won't be seeing readings and readers pop up in your feed or your For You page or whatever. So yeah, I just encourage you to follow your favorite reader wherever they are. You can find me on YouTube. That's where I'll be once I start getting a feel for, okay, TikTok has no love for me. All right, so let's go ahead and cut the cards, see what's going on for the collective, Spirit. What messages do you have for the collective? And I appreciate you all for being here and for rocking with me. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? Okay, this is the deck is inside there. All right. What do you have for the collective? What does collective need to know? Okay. I'm already getting messages, y'all, but I'm gonna dive into the cards, but at least I have some leadway to where this is going and why. Oh, of course. Tower card at the bottom of the deck, you guys. So there's some impending infractions here, but it has nothing to do with anything that you've created. It's just the energy around you. Like, I'm already knowing that because you are a light being, right? Of course, there's always going to be a target on your back. Pretty much, it's like the dark entities, they need your light to survive. So of course they're like circling around you like vultures. You may not see them, they may not be in your physical presence, but trust me, they are looking for opportunities to kind of just like do the bow and arrow thing and shoot themselves directly toward you. So I would just say, just understand what it is. It is what it is right now, but they're like leeches. They always need some sort of host. And you don't have to be that host, but just know you're the ideal target for what they need in order to, survive. Period. So that's that tower energy that's coming in here. Now, these are people that you already know. You've had relationships with these people. It could be by way of a friendship that you were kind of not sure why things ended, or there were just some funny things happening in the friendship, so you both kind of not even went your separate ways, but just kind of fell back from it. Like, you just started finding other things to do, or maybe you caught wind of who they really were as a person, so you started like stepping down or stepping back or pulling your energy away from them. People like that, right? They're still kind of hovering like the vultures, just wondering, is now a good time to try to get back in, because they're missing something from that relationship. You're not missing a thing. You probably still kind of just question out of curiosity, like, why did they act like that? Or why did they even think that that was cool? Them, on the other hand, they know that you're a prime stake, like your prime USD choice, right? So they got to get back to you somehow. So I would say expect messages from people who you haven't heard from in a while, but that's just that easing back in, right? They come back in with some sort of guilt trip story, so you'll have a little sympathy for them, because, that's just how the nature of this works. They want to get you, where you're weak. They want to try to soften you and weaken you a little bit so they can come in and penetrate. Okay. I can't even say I don't know why I'm saying that, because I do know why I'm saying that, but that's particularly for a lot of people now, because, you pulled back. You took your energy back. All right, so Tower. Tower is impending, but just know that this has nothing to, I mean, it has everything to do with you, but not really. Like, I want to say you're not going to be affected if you realize who these players, I was going to say people and players at the same time, but who these contenders, people are, right? Because it's like they want to come for your spot. Whatever spot that is, like what was it that you were feeding them? What was it? Were you encouraging them? And now that you're gone, they don't have that motivation, that, man, they made me feel good, even though, I really didn't give them that same energy back. They really made me feel like, I could kind of, go on and do what it is that I need to do for the day or for my life or goals or whatever. Anyway, let me get out of that energy. Let's get into these cards here. All right. So I know this Five of Pentacles definitely just signifies that, they want to come out of that place to kind of where you put them. So if you put them away in a little corner, or you just kind of put them away, but you didn't really have like a designated space you were putting them in, you didn't know where to put them, or, just had questions, they know that there's an opportunity for them to come back in. Because it's not completely closed off for this type of person. Because like I said earlier, it just kind of, it was weird, whatever happened. Whatever happened was just kind of, there's really no explanation for it. Because on both sides, there was no closure, really. So it's these open-ended kind of relationships that kind of fell to the wayside. All right, so with the Five of Swords here, I know that this is completely about, what happened. Like, yeah, I was seeing, there were red flags along the way, but, I didn't want it that, I'm speaking as you, if this is your situation. I didn't want that to take away from, who they were as a person, because they really were, sweet. They were nice. But then there were just some things that kind of just, maybe they said or they did or didn't do or didn't say that was kind of like, what do you really want from me? That's what you were asking yourself, like, is it really, about a friendship, or is it something else? Like, what do you want? That was what was kind of going through your mind with this person, right? Five of Swords, like, yeah. All right, what else is here? I cracked myself up. Sorry. Hey, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, right? Okay, so then we have, I'm not sad, guys. I'm not sad, so don't you worry your little head. I'm perfectly fine. But anyway, here is the Hangman Reverse. So that means an important decision that has been made. Like, it's been looming for some time that this is something that I'm going to have to do. This could be someone else's energy, but let me see what's going on here. The Six of Swords reverse has a lot to do with not being able to be moved out of your own way. I just feel like with this energy, maybe this is something that was creating some sort of stagnancy based on having to make this decision, or vice versa. Both of these energies can feed off of each other, because if you're stuck mentally, then, it's hard to make decisions. And then two, it's like it creates like confusion, like which way should I go? And the Six of Swords is about movement. It's about traveling. It's about getting out of a place that was keeping you confined, like you weren't safe there really. So it's like your higher ups had to come in and just kind of gently move you out of the way of the target or the storm or whatever. But in reverse, it's like not being able to do so. But okay, here we go. So with the Three of Pentacles, it looks like there was a need for wanting some type of assistance or recognition here with the Three of Pentacles. But I'm also feeling like it's like not hearing from your inner self. Just trying to rely on the physical, like who in the physical can help me right now, when it's like the help that you needed was there all along. But the fact that you were just so gung-ho, like just so dependent on a certain plan or a certain mission that had to be completed a certain way in your head, like in your ego mind, that help from beyond, like your ancestors, your guides, whatever help that was there for you or is still there for you, they were unable to come in and try to assist you because, they want you to make the right decisions, right? But, there are some times when they have to come in and swoop you up out of danger. But in this case, this was more like a life lesson, something that you needed to learn, right? So they couldn't really come in and spiritually, escort you out of the way because that's, this isn't their life. They're here to assist and guide, but this isn't where they can just come in and tell you what to do. That's not that kind of situation here. So I think this just has to do a lot with appreciating yourself and knowing that you don't need assistance from anyone else here on the physical plane with this Three of Pentacles. This whole acknowledgement thing here, I feel like, this Three of Pentacles just has to do with kind of just chasing false pretenses or hopes or dreams or what you thought it was supposed to be. All right. What else is here? Let's see. I got somebody over here who's not really happy, so I'm kind of saving that. But I'm feeling the heat from that right now. So I wonder if that's like tied into this lesson, whatever this is. All right. So here, excuse me. Here we have the Six of Wands reverse. So the Six of Wands has to do with putting forth efforts and realizing, or even others realizing your efforts, what you've put into this, because the wands are about action. So if it were in the upright, it would mean, like there is like acknowledgement of, man, you did a good job, pat yourself on the back, and other people seeing that this person should be recognized for what they've put in. Look at all the hard work they've been doing and they've done, like let's have a parade for this person. Let's buy them a coffee or something. But in the reverse, it's the opposite. It's like, wanting to have some sort of victory, but it's not valid. Like, it's not one of those victories to where it's like, yeah, you worked hard for that. You did a good job. But, it's that kind of energy. It's not what you expected. Like, you expected to get some sort of, feedback, like positive feedback from people around you who saw you put in this effort, but it didn't happen that way. And behind that is the Two of Cups reverse. So this is a breakup of a partnership. This is the breakup of some sort of union that you had with someone. So possibly that just, kind of seals the deal on that in regards to, you put in a lot of efforts to this commitment only for it to kind of, I guess, be thrown back in your face as, useless, worthless, time wasted, energy wasted. All right, so the Eight of Wands here is going to let you know that there is some sort of action that's coming in quickly. But I want to see what's behind this to get a better understanding of what that has to do with this breakup or, this lack of appreciation in the relationship for efforts. Oh, the Queen of Swords reverse. So this is someone who has something to say. The Queen of Swords reverse has a lot to say. She's like, move out of my way because heads are about to roll, says this Queen of Swords energy in the reverse. Also, this is someone who's been stewing. They've been sitting back. They've been, probably the brunt of a lot of jokes. So I'm already getting the feeling that this person, this Queen of Swords reverse, is connected to your person. So if this is someone who's kind of in the background, who's been in the background and, they've been supportive of your person, but on that side, like they really had no relationship with you, or, it was just something funny in the water when it came to you two, they kind of, of course they stayed to the loyalty to your person, and you know, was just kind of watching to see and listening to see, you know, how is it that they can come in and make things better, but still just kind of staying where they are, because the swords are more about thoughts and less action. But in the reverse, it's like, okay, I've had enough. So there must be something coming in with this Eight of Wands from this Queen of Swords reverse energy here. The Queen of Swords could be a mother figure, right? The Queen of Swords could be a longtime friend or girlfriend or, you know, boyfriend. It doesn't have to be gender related, but the energy is somebody who's loyal, like somebody who's been there. Well, and I want to say because they had no choice. So definitely could be a family member. All right, let's see what else is here. Oh my God. Seven of Swords reverse. So yeah, they're on a mission here. This Seven of Swords reverse is trouble. This is the trouble card. So I feel like this Queen of Swords wants to come in and cause some kind of conflict. And you know what I'm getting? Because they've been through hell. They're going through hell. So they think you need to share this bag of hell with them. You need to share this pain with them. This isn't about, you know, release. Like they want to come talk to you and, you know, check in on you and make sure everything's good. No, this in the reverse, it's like, do you know what you did? Do you know what you caused? Do you even have any idea of all the things that transpired after this? Like you ruined their life. You did this, you did that. That's that energy right there. And they're going to come naming off a lot. But I feel like the emotions behind this has a little bit to do with you and a lot to do with them and a lot to do with others who have come behind you and possibly before you. This is a buildup. This is a buildup of conflict. This is a buildup of animosity. This is a buildup of like, you got to get it too. There's no way you can be over there living your best life and we're over here suffering in hell. No, you're going to get it too. That's that Queen of Swords reverse energy with the Seven of Swords reverse. Let's see what else is here. Okay, and here's the culprit. Here's who they're backing. Oh, well, you see who's behind all this energy, right? Like, yeah, you tell them. Yeah, that's right. The King of Cups reverse with his cup in his hand. He's blitzed, right? Drinking, out of control, alcoholic, doesn't know how to hold his liquor. This is that one. That's his that's the battery in his back. That cup of alcohol right there. But the fact that this Queen of Swords has to deal with this King of Cups reverse with all of this angst and animosity and all of this build up in between them, she's coming toward you because she wants you to know all of this. Look, this Six of Wands reverse, remember I told you this has to do with, you know, there should be some sort of victory, but there's not. Like what was put into there, they didn't get back out. So you think about it, this Queen of Swords, you know, she was always the one to kind of speak up before the King of Cups could even get a word out because they wanted to control things. They wanted to handle things, right? But look where it got them. Look where it got them. And now they're mad because you got away. Two of Cups reverse. You escaped this. And they don't want you to have that victory. They want you to come share part of this monster that they created. So how in the world they're coming in and what they're coming in with, I just want you to know that they're making some sort of approach here with this Eight of Wands, and that's action. Oh, let's see what else is here. Look at this. All because of the heartbreak. Now, this is crazy because it's like if this is their family member, they've seen nothing but this person suffering. And truth is, they suffer behind their own hands, their own doings, their own workings, their own, you know, manipulation tactics. You know, they're suffering because they caused others to suffer. Like what? Like, how is that your fault? Mom, sister, whoever you are, side chick for a long time, the one they always went back to and dogged you out, but you were faithful, loyal, whoever you are. How is that okay? Three of Swords, Temperance card reverse. Balance is needed, but then, you know, the Temperance, that's our Sagittarius card. Like, they caused all this. Like, are you serious? Yeah, I know they're suffering. But do you know the amount of suffering I did that I didn't let you know? I'm speaking as you. Like, you know, I did that I didn't tell you about. I just kind of picked up my toys and went over wherever you went. Yeah. All right, y'all. Here's the heat over here. There's some heat over here. So let me get to this. Whew. Let me take a breath, because that's nutso right here. All right, so this Queen of Wands, I already knew this was trouble because she's trending in the reverse. So you know that Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's prone to do magic, and not the good kind, right? Because she's bitter, she's salty. So if this is some side energy over here, that lets me know that this person is watching you. They're watching your social media accounts. They might even be in your physical presence to where they're able to have others keep an eye on you. They want to know if their magic is working. And I'm sure it's not, right? But they're still over in the cut. Like, come on, something's got to give. This Queen of Wands reverse energy. And always tied to Pentacles, because they're known to do some things strange for some change here, because they love money so much, right? And they can get money, but then they lose money because they're just not a good person in the reverse. There are lessons that are not being learned here with this Queen of Wands reversed. All right, let me see what else is here under this Queen of Wands so we can see where we're going. Yep, I knew it. I knew the Star card was going to appear. The Star card is here because that's why they're watching you, right? Look at this Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords has a lot to do with impending infringements, judgments, because they are watching. So of course, that's all they're doing is trying to, I feel like, just curb the energy some sort of way. But they can't take away from the Star. But it's like, what do you want? Why are you watching me? Why are you so obsessed with me, Mariah Carey? Why? Because they don't want you to have this. That Ace of Pentacles, this golden opportunity. I told you they do magic, right? So you would kind of think that there is some, they're tapped in, but not tapped into like the white light. So if their agent is a demonic entity, they're getting leads because they got to go where the money is. They have to do what they're being told to do. So if that's being attracted to you, the white light, remember the tower I was telling you about, the attachments, the leeches, they're looking for you. So of course they're getting tipped off by demonic entities to where's the light at? What's the address? Where can I find them? How can I get to them? And if that means watching tarot readers on repeat, right? Like just ingesting or digesting the information, the good information, to manipulate it for bad. So okay, that's why I'm going here. So if they're hearing readings about a specific sign receiving a come up, and then they know that you're associated with that sign, or just have maybe an idea of, well, she might be that sign or he might be that sign, so let me go ahead and jump in on this work to stop them from getting it. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I hope this helps.